Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yara, and for today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how I cut my hair at home. Before I get started, I need to tell you guys a couple things. I had already filmed this part of the video and I accidentally deleted. And now here we are with an actual haircut instead of you guys seeing my hair beforehand. Luckily, I didn't delete all of the footage. So you guys are still gonna be able to see what my hair looked like before the haircut and after the haircut. I do need to say though that I was a hairstylist for many years, so I do have experience in cutting. If you are not comfortable to do it on yourself, then girl, please go to a hairstylist. You do not want to mess up your hair. Your hair is... Motherfucking cats. There's like cats outside my house doing the nasty. If you are in the Gresham, Portland area and you're looking for somebody to cut your hair, I don't cut hair anymore, but I can definitely recommend you guys to a very awesome hairstylist. So let me know, let your girl know. I'll recommend you guys. I'm gonna explain to you guys the kind of haircut that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the curtain bangs. They're like super in style right now. I'm gonna take around 5 inches off of my hair length and I'm gonna add some long layers to my hair. So if you are interested in seeing how I do that, then keep on watching. There's Jose. Don't use that bathroom. I'm gonna go in there right now, actually. And also, if you guys like my makeup and you enjoy any sort of makeup related content, I post a lot of makeup on my Instagram and TikTok. Both of them are at Yadi Rose, so make sure to follow me there for all makeup details. So you're gonna need a spray bottle with some water, a comb for your hair to section and cut, a brush. This is my detangler. This is the one that I use for my hair, so we're gonna be using that. I'll be using these very sharp shears. These are specifically for the hair, you guys. These are not just random scissors. Please don't use random scissors. They suck ass. And I'm gonna be using a razor. And last but not least, I'm just gonna be using a cape so I don't get hair all over me. But if you don't have a cape, you can also just use like your old towel that you just use for stuff like this and you put it around and it works just as good. So you want to start by brushing your hair, that way it's not tangled, that way when you cut it, it's completely even. You have to remember that everybody has different hair texture, different hair type, different integrity of your hair. So my hair is more on the straight / fine side. Some people would consider my hair coarse, but personally, I don't consider my hair coarse. So please keep in mind that if you have, for example, curly hair, wavy hair, it's gonna look different than mine. And also, if your hair is like super coarse, you have like 3 times the amount that I have, it's gonna look different from mine. I'm gonna start off by sectioning my hair. I'm gonna go down the middle just because when you go down the middle, it allows you to move your hair from this side, in the back, split it all the way in the middle. So the kind of hair that I like is a little bit more rounded. I don't have my clips on me, so I'm just going to use a liguita, a little hair tie, and just kind of section it off like that. As you guys can see, my hair is actually super long. It comes kind of close down to my belly button. Something that you guys might not know is that these little combs that we use actually have a ruler on them. So it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it shows you how many inches it is. So I'm thinking of cutting like 3 to 4 inches today just because my hair, like my dead ends are so bad. As you guys can see, it's like so wispy towards the bottom, and that's because I have a lot of dead ends, split ends. I'm gonna cut around this much off, which is technically 5 inches. Kind of spraying my hair a little bit. I don't want it to be like soaking wet. I just want it to be a little damp. And I like to do that for the length. I don't like to do that when I do the layers part of the haircut. And also remember, if you're cutting your hair wet, especially if you have wavy or curly hair, your hair is gonna bounce right back up when it dries up. So be very careful and cautious of how much you're actually taking off. I'm combing my hair forward, and we're gonna cut this much off and just go straight and cut it.
Jose's gonna be like, what the fuck, babe?
So then I'm gonna go in like this and just kind of cut it straight. It already feels so much nicer. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. How cute. Now you wanna comb it down again and then flick it up, and that way you can tell if you need to adjust anything. As you guys can see, it's a little long through here. I'm just gonna go from the shortest tip, which is right here, and we're going to slightly cut. Take maybe like 2 inches and go from here all the way down to where your ear is. Tie this. Now for the framing of the face, I like to have more of the frame face. Since I have this sectioned off already, I'm gonna go into like a triangle shape, kind of like where the eyebrow, the peak of my eyebrow is, to this peak of the eyebrow. And then just bring this back. Be very careful when you add your water. Start off by combing down and then twisting. The twisting is just gonna help with the length, and it's also gonna help kind of frame. And I'm gonna start off by taking from this length down, and I'm gonna go in and point cut. If you don't know how to point cut, don't worry, just go straight. But point cutting is literally cutting like this, like pointing. So I'm gonna go in like point cutting. I can kind of see how long they are. No, I want them shorter. I'm gonna take off like another inch. I think I want to go a little forward. Okay, so we're gonna do this one more time. It's better to cut off a little at a time than cutting the whole thing and then being like, holy shit, what did I just do? So I don't know if you can tell, but it automatically like starts framing my face, which is what I like about this technique. Oh, girl. So I think this is a good length. So now they're gonna be able to curl like that. After I do the bang part, what I'm gonna do is bring the sections back down, and I'm gonna spray them again. This I recommend definitely going to like a hairstylist. I am comfortable doing this on myself, so I'm able to do it. But what you're gonna wanna do is kind of see where it ends. It ends right around here. I'm gonna start tapering down with my razor. That's just the technique that I like using it. A lot of people use different techniques for this part, but I like using the razor. I'm literally just gonna be gliding down, and it's gonna like frame my face better. But don't go in too deep, just like literally just glide down a little. Because this is also going to create like the layers in the front. Now this might not be for everybody, and that's okay. This is just the way that I like my hair. Once I have this part, I'm going to bring my whole hair down now. Oh, it feels short. I'm just going to brush it again. I just realized that my camera wasn't recording this whole section that I did. I've only done half of it, so I'm going to try to show it to you guys and explain to you guys on this side. But before I do that, I do want to show you guys the difference, because after I cut this side, I won't be able to show it to you guys. I added some long layers to this side of the head, and as you guys can see, they're kind of like longer towards the bottom. It just kind of gives my hair a little bit more movement. Hopefully you guys can see that. Versus this side, there's nothing going on. Like On this side, you guys can see the layers. On this side, there's nothing going on. For my layers, I don't like cutting my hair wet. I like cutting it dry because that way I can see how the layers are actually going to fall and how they're going to look when the hair is dry, because we don't walk around with our hair wet. What I'm going to do is go above the 2 inches that I separated for the bang area. I'm going to take about 1 inch and a quarter, 1.5 inches long, and I'm going to section that down, kind of grab that with my fingernails. And what we're going to do is leave a good space, about 1.5 inches away from our ear, from the hair, and you're going to comb that up, and then you're going to over direct whatever hair is falling. As you guys can see, some hair is falling. You do not cut out. Everything else that stays, you're going to cut off from the shortest point to the longest point. I like to point cut just because I want my layers to look a little bit more natural. And you're just going to do that throughout this whole section. So comb them up, over direct. Shortest point is right here. And then we're just going to cut. I'm going to point cut into the longest point. I'm going to do it the opposite way because it's the opposite side of my head. But for the back side, what you're going to do is the same concept, but you're going to over direct it forward. Whatever falls, let it be, and whatever is there, just cut it out. Now both sides of my hair have layers, and the way that I like to check them is I'm going to bring my hair forward. We're going to comb it back from that 2 inches. Imagine you're doing kind of like that snooky haircut, but grab tiny sections of that. Put it all the way up. This is gonna show me what is uneven, and all I do is just cut off any long wispies. Now I'm just gonna double check, make sure everything feels and looks even. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a little wispiness right there, so I'm just gonna grab it and cutting it. Oh, this feels amazing. Make sure it doesn't go down the sink, because girl, it's gonna be a hassle to unplug that. But this is how much hair we cut off. It's quite a bit of hair if you ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and style my hair super quick, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like at the very end.
This is the back view. As you guys can see, my hair is freshly curled and you can see all the layers. I like long layers, so it's not going to be too crazy, but this is what it looked like at nighttime after I had the curls in for a few hours. It's super cute.
In the front we have those like bang curls that just kind of go to the side. This is my new length now. I think it's super cute. I think it looks super cute. I hope you guys liked it. I know my hand formation and cutting past the knuckle and all that stuff was like not very professional of me, but I'm at home, I'm doing it on myself, I'm talking on YouTube. If any other hairstylist is watching this and you're like, is that how you doing? Girl, you're on YouTube watching how to cut hair. Don't do that. Go to school. Make sure you let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of my new hair. I hope you guys liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever. Just enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys next time.